So these are my x-rays that were taken on October 19, 2023 of my tibias and fibulas. I'm going to talk about the right tibia and fibula first. We are looking at the proximal anterior posterior view of the right tibia. If you look at the cortex, the right proximal cortex where the osteotomy site is needs a little bit of filling in still, but there is progressive bone healing. The left side of the osteotomy site appears to be completely healed, and the fibula, the right fibula, appears to be completely healed. This is the distal anterior posterior view of the right tibia fibula. Again, everything is the same. The fibula appears to be intact. There's not really that much osteopenia on the right tibia. However, on the left tibia, there's a lot more osteopenia, which will be seen in the following slides. And this is the right lateral proximal view of the right tibia. If we look at the anterior cortex, anterior to the nail of the osteotomy site, that part is nearly filled in, or almost filled in. You can still see it where it's still filling in, but it's pretty much healed. Same thing with the fibula. The fibula appears to almost be completely healed. And we look at the right lateral distal tibia fibula. Again, there doesn't seem to be that much osteopenia on the right side. I don't really, at this angle, you can't really see the fibula too well on the lower part. As we look at the left anterior posterior anterior aspect of the left tibia, we look at the osteotomy site. The osteotomy site of the tibia is almost completely filled in. The fibula is at 75% filled in. However, there is progressive osteopenia, borderline osteoporosis in the lower left angle. I think it's because of the excessive amount of screws that are present. And we are looking at the distal anterior posterior view of the left tibia. Again, the fibula is not completely healed, but it is making progress. And if you look at where the screws are, there is a considerable amount of osteopenia between the two sets of screws, especially between the screws at the bottom. There's like 9 or 10 screws in there. I want to remove at least the syndesmotic screw connecting the left fibula to the tibia. That'll help fill in some bone, and I think it'll give the bone some more structural support. And we are looking at the left lateral. We're looking at the left lateral post proximal part of the tibia. If you look at the anterior cortex, anterior to the nail, there is a little bit of bone that is missing, but if you compare it to the previous x-rays, it's not as bad as it was before. The fibula also appears to be filling in. Again, the posterior lateral aspect of the left tibia distal. What's concerning is the thickness of the tibia that is surrounding the nail. You know, it looks like I'm losing bone. I'm going to be honest. Looks like there's progressive bone loss. I'm concerned about the osteopenia / osteoporosis around the plate there. I'm trying to do as much weight bearing as I can throughout the day. But that pretty much is it. I have no immediate plans of removing nails. If I do decide to remove the nails, it would probably be a year from now. Yeah, I want to make sure the bone is completely mature before removing any nails. Also the plate, I want to at least remove the screw connecting the fibula to the tibia. I think that'll give me more motion, and then eventually, if the osteopenia subsides a little bit, eventually remove the screw. I'm not sure if the osteopenia is being caused by the screws, because if you compare it to the right side, I don't have the same level as osteopenia on the distal right tibia as I do on the distal left tibia. So thanks for watching. This is the October 19th, 2023 update.